episode of What's Cooking with Bob Babcock. I'm your host, Bob, and on today's show, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cook the OMG guacamole. It's to die for. It might kill you. Well, for starters, we're going to be working from a guacamole base. Now, I prefer Dean's Green guacamole. You can get it at Safeway, Vons, sometimes Albertsons, but they're a little picky about where they choose their guacamole from, so maybe not. But that's our base for the concoction. So just a little dab, don't want it too much. And then after that, we take a little mustard. My mom always said, a little mustard never hurt anybody. Except this kid Billy one time. We had a food fight in the 5th grade. He was running along. I said, Billy, catch, you didn't see it. I had him right in the schnoz. I couldn't smell for a week. Oh my gosh, poor guy. It's alright. He got over it. And just a little bit of that. It's really just all you need. So after the mustard, we move on to, funnily enough, chips. Now some people are like, oh my gosh, chips in the dip? Exactly. It's my secret. Don't tell anybody. I mean, you can tell people. Just, make them pay royalties. Gotta make that money. Anyhow, I prefer pretty much half a bag. Sometimes whole. Depends on how easy it comes out of the bag. It just gives it a nice little crunch. Like Captain Crunch always used to say, crunchitize me, Captain, and crunch berries. It's a really tasty treat, but that's beside the point. Moving right along. Our next ingredient is, imagine that, another green, relish. Heinz, I prefer Heinz. Some people prefer Stater Bros, the knockoff, just not as good. Also, on this one, if you act now, you get a free ticket to see G.I. Joe, June 29th. Wow, that might be a little bit out of date. I don't know about you, but I think this is a little old. Anyhow, actually, surprisingly enough, relish gets better with age, especially when you leave it out of the refrigerator for like 3 months and then put it back in. It gets a little bit of a weird purple thing that starts growing, but that's actually good for you. So just side note. So you want to take the relish, just spread it around, little chunks. 3 or 4 chunks. It just, it looks yummy. Just quality you can smell. Am I right? I'm right. Moving right along, after the relish, I prefer Hidden Valley Ranch. Now I know some people, they put ranch on everything. They put it on their chicken McNuggets, they put it on their salad. And of course, it's salad dressing. Some people even I saw him put it in his tuna one time. I was like, oh my gosh, it smells a little fishy, isn't it? Anyways, just a little bit of Hidden Valley, just to spice it up. Now people always ask me, what's the secret of Hidden Valley? Well, I don't know. It's hidden, right? Anybody. Moving right along, get a nice little ranch glaze, just to give it a little glisten. After the ranch, we move on to rainbow sprinkles. Now some people are like, oh my gosh, this isn't Golden Spoon, what do you do with rainbow sprinkles? Well, let me tell you, adds a little texture. Surprisingly enough, you can't really taste the difference between the colors. They're all the same. Sorry to spoil that for you, but that's just a little bit of reality. I prefer 2 pours, double rainbow pours of sprinkles. Just the right amount. That's what I found. Just the right amount. Moving right along, we have the baking soda. Now some people are like, oh my gosh, this is guacamole. You're not baking a pie or something. I've never used it for pie, but it also says you can use it for cleaning and deodorizing. So for you junior hires, you know who you are. A little of this in the morning, deodorizes, goes a mile, goes a long way. And lastly, some people are like, you know what? That guacamole doesn't look like it's got enough fat in it. You need a lot of fat for guacamole. It's like a must. Have you ever been to Nicaragua or Colombia or Guatemala? They just have so much juice in those guacamoles. It's like, oh my gosh, I need to go for a run or go start working on a treadmill or something. I don't know. But anyways, this is a must. I prefer real mayonnaise from Kirkland. Smells delicious. Oh. It's just, it just makes you want to have a guacamole sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, just about a nice dab worth, maybe even more. Oh, look at that jiggle. That's just lovely, isn't it? Just want to lift it out of the spoon. Anyways, as we're getting to the bottom here, this you can see is what makes the guacamole. And the trick is to stir it up nice and scrumptious like. Now I made a smaller portion because I already had dinner, 5 guys. It's really good. Cajun fries. They give you so much in those bags, it's unbelievable. Anyhow, so I just wanted the correct portion for now. I don't want to, make too much. Waste not, want not. That's what my grandma used to say. She was always saying that all the time. Anyhow, as you see here, we have the OMG guacamole. Guaranteed to give you some loogies. Oh my gosh, it'll just... Well, you're going to want water. You're going to want to say, oh, hydration. I need you right now. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, thank you guys so much, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next episode when I teach you guys how to make the what's in that Pop-Tart? So good. Anyhow, see you guys. God bless.